Yankee here. If you pay attention to new gun release news, then you know that Smith & Wesson just came out with a very cool new revolver. One that most of us won't be able to have, but cool all the same. It is a new 3 Series gun, which means it is a Scandium framed, titanium cylindered gun. And this is a 327, meaning it is an 8-shot in-frame firearm. But since it is Scandium and titanium, it's very lightweight. And this is a very special Performance Center edition. It's the WR Jerry Mixapitalik Edition 327. And the WR stands for World Record because, as we all know, Jerry Mixapitalik is an amazing shooter. It's not fair that he compete with mortals, what with his 5th dimension origins, but still, he's probably the best there is, best there ever was. So he tends to put his name on a gun every great once in a while, and I personally love to get him. I have one of the guns that Smith & Wesson made, that's a Jerry Mixapitalik model already, and I love it. The only reason I bought it is because his name's on the grips. That's the only reason I bought the gun. I didn't really want it. But it's a 45 ACP, and I still bought it because of the Jerry Mixapitalik connection. And this is no different. I would love to have this gun. Now, the gun itself is set up a little weird, as you'll see. It's set up with no rear sight. It's got an RMR on it. The hammer is spurless, and that's because this gun is set up for competition. That's why you might be like, whoa, that's weird that it's so light if it's set up for competition. But, you don't want to be getting worn down by your gun being heavy while you're out shooting competition. And here's the thing. This is clearly not a self-defense gun. It's in a competition caliber. It's 9mm. You wouldn't want it to be 9mm if you're going to defend yourself with it. 9mm is only good against paper targets. As we all know, unless, of course, you're an old woman or a small child, then feel free to shoot 9mm without feeling emasculated. But otherwise, this gun is completely set up for competition. This gun is so cool looking. It looks very modernized. It's kind of like, remember how I was talking yesterday? Actually, hint, that was today while I'm wearing the same clothes. But by the time you see this, it'll be yesterday. How I was talking about how they're modernizing lever actions nowadays. This kind of reminds me of that. It's an old school revolver with a modern twist. Now, the problem is this is a very limited edition. So plebes like me are not going to be able to get it. The thing's like $3,500 because there's so few of them made. But boy, would I love to have one. I wouldn't want to pay for it. Actually, I couldn't pay for it, but I'd like to have it. Because it is, like I said, so cool. 8 shots, 9mm, very lightweight gun, set up and complete with an RMR. I'm pretty sure that comes with it for the $3,500. At least I would hope so. And it's got Jerry Mixapitalik's signature right there on the side of it, which he's got to be very careful when he writes his name. If someone tricks him into writing it backwards, I'm pretty sure he disappears back to the 5th dimension. So it's cool that it's on there. So this gun is super awesome all the way around. And you might be asking, why am I even telling people about this? Most people aren't going to be able to have it. Well, we can still lust after it. We can still look at the pictures and go, boy, I'd like to have that. That's why porn exists. You're not actually going to get to meet those people. You just get to pretend. And that's kind of like what this is. This is gun porn. And I think this is very cool. Even without the Mixapitalik connection, this would be pretty good, pretty cool. But with it, it just is just an awesome gun. I wish it was a full production gun, so it was cheaper. Maybe eventually they'll do a production run, and it'll be a lot cheaper. But for now, we'll just have to settle for looking at this one, unless you got really deep pockets. If you got really deep pockets, this is a gun I would definitely go get. If money was no concern to me, I would have this gun now. But unfortunately, money is a concern, so I will have to settle for just lusting after pictures of it. You probably will too, but I thought you might like to know that it exists.